Hey, Wendy. Oh my God. I've been here. Where have you been? Been doing well, I've been doing members only, but then Friday I went to a fairy ball, okay, and I put it in the posts. And then anytime you can't see what I'm doing, all you have to do is go see my Instagram and you'll see all about it. If you want to. But yeah. Yeah, it was so Friday, um, and then just all kinds of stuff happening, just different family things, and but Friday, what I was gonna go live, but I wanted to go to this fairy thing, so yep. And but I went Tuesday. I was here last week, I think, wasn't I? It's all a big blur. Well, thank you so much, Wendy. I like that. That's what I got. I'm a little guy in the chair with the wheels. That's cute. Well, it's still bright enough you can see the altar without turning my fluorescent lights on you. Well, you're all signed up, ready to go. You'll be first to be read. I think I'll put the lights on though, just to have it ready. And I'll light some candles. Hey, Laura. That's a big, juicy donation there, girly. Thank you so much. You take up 2 spaces. Thank you. Hi, Cher Victoria, darling. A lovely name. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about Victoria on Oh, was that is that your pseudonym that you use in your books? Trying to remember now. How are you doing, Cheryl? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm good. Faking it till I make it, I guess. I did a dumb thing, Cheryl and lady. I talked to somebody I shouldn't have talked to. You know how you're supposed to leave well enough alone and then you don't? And then you get yourself into a situation where you're like, why did I do that? Okay, that's nice. Hi, Rainbow. How, my girls are all here. Rainbow. I love you guys. You're my sparkles of light. These are my sparkles of light. There you go. sparkles of light. I'm okay. I wasn't gonna let it get to me, and then I cried and I got upsetsies. But I'm trying to, it's like I'm trying to like purge it, just purging it. I'm like letting it go, letting it go, letting it go. All right, but all good for you guys tonight. You're a part of my healing, whenever I hang out with my sparkles of light together, we heal together. And that being said, let me do my little prayer. It's a protection prayer. I'm going to light my candle. I light my candle, lit my Palo Santo. I knew I had to tell you, Cheryl, because I can't lie to you. Well, it's not like I'm lying to anybody, but you know how this, you're this, the situation. So I had to make sure that I don't hide it. Okay, here we go. Protection prayer. Ready? I ask spirit, angels, guardians, and guides for a beautiful ray of light to enter at the top of my head. And as it enters the top of my head, I breathe in and my legs expand. And then I breathe out. And as I breathe out, I create a circle. And then I step into it and I feel protected and connected. I'm making a circle. And I ask that messages come only from the highest source and bring in clarity, goodness, and solutions for the sparkles of light. Thank you all for being here. And I'm ready to begin with your question now, Wendy. I just started watching a series called Sirens, and it's a little weird, but kind of interesting. I like thriller type shows. It's a little heavy though, kind of dramatic. General reading for Wendy. All right. I would like to use two different decks to kind of, yeah, Laura, I don't know what kind of things I'm kind of eclectic, a little bit of everything. And I have to say the acting is amazing in it. I didn't think I was gonna like the main sister character, but I like her a lot. And of course I love what's her name? Anyway, the lead lady. Um, and Kevin Bacon, I love him. So it was, it's interesting. It's a little murder mystery-ish too. So it's kind of good. That's kind of good. Uh, well, we always have room for you, Giggles, but after you, it'll be full. So Wendy is saying, so much has been going on. I don't know what it all means and where it's leading me to. All right. So this is what I want to do. I'm going to get a message, one from each of these decks to get like kind of a vibe of where spirit wants to go, like what spirit wants to say. You feel spoiled? Of course he's spoiled. Anything for you, Giggles. All right. Oh, look at what's at the bottom of the deck. Detoxification. That's interesting. That's a beautiful picture, isn't it? I like the artwork on this deck. It's very nice. Okay. I think looks like it's several artists. Pardon me for checking this out real quick, but yeah, several different artists. There's I wonder who does this one. Detoxification. No standards. Making new friends. This is by Nancy Jen Erickson. Very good. Okay. Let's see now what your message is. Thank you very much. Oh, it feels good to do this. Pretty soon, I'm gonna be doing the June reading, and then I'm gonna be very busy in June, everyone. So I just want you to know, I really am gonna be kind of MIA for a while. I'll be gone a week in June. So, hey, Iman, thank you. Nice. Wow. I need to do a Saturday morning again for my Across the Seas people. But, well, I might be able to do that this weekend coming up. But this will be the last weekend for a while. Oh, look. Okay, Wendy. All right. You have honoring your true feelings. That sounds like a very meaningful card. And before I read about it, I'm going to pair it up with the Litha, which is your June message or summer message. Well, yeah, I had closed after giggles, but normally you're supposed to ask, is it still open? But I'll do my best. If it gets so late that I start to lose energy, just be aware. I want to give you the best possible reading. And if I don't, and if you get too tired, let me know. I can just do a video a video for you, a pre-recorded reading for you, a video reading, and email it to you, Iman. So just let me know. I can do that too, so you don't have to be up all night waiting for me, waiting for your reading. Okay, back to Wendy. Summer berries and Cancer. Interesting. The season of Cancer, which starts at the end of June. But let's see what Summer berries is about. Summer berries are talking about ripening, sweetness, and maturity. And so be wary of picking your harvest too early and risk losing sweetness of it all. Sometimes like we get a little impatient. Oh, nice. Good. That's perfect for you then. I love it. I love the cancers out there. I feel very connected to cancer, especially. I love everyone, I have to say, but especially my water people. Okay, so Summer Berries is saying we live in a fast world that was never meant to be so fast. It takes months for fruits and vegetables to reach maturity, and there is an important lesson to be learned. You know what? Okay, I'm sorry to interrupt this, but yesterday, so my son has been great about shopping, and he's living with us for now until he just split from his lady, and he's living with us. Um, and he's been great about buying groceries, but it's kind of like it's almost like a hunter, kill a rabbit and bring it home, and I'm supposed to figure out what to do with it. So like he'll buy some meat or whatever and then stick it in the refrigerator, and then so last night he pulled out the meat and just plopped it on the counter, and he was about to cook it. I was like, wait a minute now. Okay, what kind of meat do we have here? And it turns out it was roast, shoulder, and I'm like, there's special ways to cook it, and most of the ways to cook it was slow cooking. I'm like, it's not gonna be ready for at least 3 hours, probably 6 hours. And he's like, damn, okay, well, so we had to order something last night, but I cooked it anyway to have for today. And that's the thing, it's like some things just take time, and you just have to wait for it, right? All right, so and there's an important lesson to be learned by observing the growth of things and how some things just take time, right? Your situation needs time to ripen, just like summer berries. Pick your harvest too early and it may be sour, bitter, or tough to chew, whereas patience is rewarded by a sweet bounty of juicy fruit. You're on the right path, but it will take more time before you reach your desired outcome. So use this time to tend to small tasks. A garden requires you to be watchful of weeds and pests, and you can apply the same logic to your goals. Employ practical actions such as getting organized or evaluating your progress to help you determine your next steps. Accept that this is the process and it is out of your control. Things will progress in the proper time, and any attempts to speed things along could leave you with undesirable results. So, this card is trying to say to you, trust that you are safely working towards your long term goals and you will find success. And it may take longer than you like, but it will happen for sure. Very nice. And maybe it will happen around your birthday at the end of June. So we have the end of June Cancer here. And this is the keywords are inner self, emotional wellness, and boundaries. Call yourself back from all space and time to feel, sense, and reflect on the oceans of your presence within. So, how are you doing? That is the question to ask yourself when the Cancer Sun sign card appears in your reading. And when was the last time you took a moment to check in with yourself, listen to your internal landscape, and support your emotional needs? Cancer's mission is to teach you how to find your own little corner of the world where you can retreat to replenish your energy. It reminds you of the power of self care and that your emotions can be potent allies when you take the time to listen rather than trying to suppress them. Your emotions may offer you a deeper understanding about how and when you need to establish better boundaries, bring light to feeling overwhelmed and burnt out, guide you to the things that bring you happiness, or steer you away from what steals your joy. Every emotion has something to teach, and yours have been seeking an audience with you. Ask your emotions plainly. What are you trying to tell me? Hey, emotions, what are you trying to tell me? Then listen carefully because the answer may surprise you. Oh, okay. Hey, emotions, what are you trying to tell me? If this is a, so think about it this way. If you are thinking about like a particular person, yeah, me too. If you're thinking about a particular person or your feelings about someone, then this could be a sign that they're not okay and they can use some additional support. So Also, if you have any travel plans this summer, this is also a check-in with yourself and your emotions, and don't ignore things. So, find a quiet space for some personal time to be with yourself and sit or lay down with your eyes closed. Place one hand over your heart space or move your focus to your heart space. Then take a deep breath, calm your mind, and when you're ready, say, "Emotions within, come forth, one at a time." Take another deep breath, settle into yourself, and ask, "Who wants to go first?" You know what? There's that cute Disney movie with the emotions. One of these days, I've been wanting to watch that because I think it's an interesting movie. Allow your emotions to present themselves to you and witness how they show up and where they dwell in your body. You are not here to address them. You are here to acknowledge them and witness where they live and what they need to liberate you from them. Breathe slowly and stay calm. You are here to show your compassion not only to your emotions but to yourself as well. Stay in this space as long as needed or pause and return later if it's getting overwhelming. So, this is an excellent practice for seeing where you need to focus on self healing or to address with someone such as a therapist, spiritual teacher, friend, or family member who you trust who can also guide you. Wow, that's a very the finding the emotions. And so, speaking of your emotions and your feelings, so this is kind of like emotional and feelings, like observing yourself lovingly, loving not with any criticism or any judgment, but observing yourself. So honor your true feelings. This card is saying that it's urging you to listen to and follow your true feelings. Don't betray yourself or rationalize that it's acceptable to deny your inner voice of truth. You have an inner counselor who's very wise. This source of wisdom speaks to you in both physical and emotional ways. If you have like a gut feeling and it just makes you like you can't ignore it, it's speaking so loudly to you, or you get physical reaction to situations like your jaw tightens or your stomach gets nervous, or your heart feels drawn to a particular geographical location or a specific career or a certain type of relationship, you may feel compelled to leave a particular situation that's unacceptable. The fairies know the importance of heeding their own feelings, and they ask you to do the same. They say, please don't discount what you know to be true in your heart. Follow your emotions, as they are your inner compass that will steer you home and keep you warm, safe, and supported and joyous. If you're unclear about which emotions you're experiencing, write down your thoughts and feelings in a journal to gain clarity and understanding. So, there you go again with the thoughts. You talk to your thoughts or write about them or whatever, but address it, address it or acknowledge it. And your affirmation is, I listen to, honor, and follow my true feelings, knowing that they are answers to my prayers. So very nice. So let's see now more specifically. What does the tarot want to say about stuff that's going on with you? The good news is there is success here, I feel like what you're doing is leading to the proper path, down the right road. All right, see, you have, the wise counselor. That's so weird. The wise counselor came out of these cards already. Belonging, learning, and traditions. Where do we talk about the wise counselor? Was it? It wasn't Cancer, was it? Or maybe it was. Well, it's interesting because the Cancer kind of talks about like an outside source, but I think, you know, the inside source, you're your own wise counselor, and I feel like the summer berries might have said something like that. Let me double check with the summer berries. Could have sworn I saw wise counselor already. Anyway, long-term goal success. But yeah, you are, I feel like, yes, you are honoring your inner language. Yes, and it's your wisdom. It's your inner wisdom. Yeah, very good. Okay. The wise counselor is also the Hierophant in traditional tarot. So, not the Hierophant, the Hermit, right? Yes. The Hierophant? Yeah, not the Hierophant. Why is it the Hierophant? I'm getting confused. Oh, Nine of Earth. Look at that. Contentment, luxury, independence. Yeah, it's the Hierophant. Okay. So the wise counselor, it's saying to surround yourself with supportive, loving, understanding souls. And it's asking you to spend some time with those who can help you grow spiritually and emotionally. And so that kind of makes sense under the honoring card. Also, you might try unconventional ways to try to do things, and return to methods that also have already been tested and proven. The Hierophant is usually about tradition and the things that you're used to. So it's mostly going to be things that you're already used to doing, that you keep on doing it. The angels are saying, we love being a spiritual bridge between you and the divine. If you're feeling disconnected, ask us to help guide you to your source. And it could be some kind of education or some kind of person, a spiritual person that you um, meet or become friends with or guides you. And the Knight of Earth is really beautiful because this is like the lap of luxury. This is you being in the midst of your heavenly garden here and feeling very independent and feeling peaceful and getting the rewards that comes from the fruits of your labor and feeling pride for your accomplishments and maybe even indulging a little bit and enjoying, your own time to yourself again, which came out too. I feel one of the things I'm feeling here is helpful people and guides, but also mostly getting messages from your own intuition and your own abilities and going with, your feelings, like really getting in tune with your feelings, and then taking some time, alone time, not, trying to get enough like maybe being a little bit independent from some people, having a little bit of alone time where it's more than just a spa day or a mom's night out. It's a little bit of independence. It's something that you do just for you that doesn't involve anybody else, you know. So let's see what else. Ooh, you got the whole world in your hands. So the world is talking about accomplishments and celebration and completeness, this feeling of coming full circle, feeling whole, feeling like at the top of the pinnacle, you know, the apex, like a culmination. It does also feel and give me like full moon vibes, you know, where you really are achieving something and something to be very excited and having honors for, being honored about. And this is the one of the best final outcome cards. And usually a final outcome card comes in the last position of a reading. And you know, we have you know, the things, the energy that's happening now, or things that are passing out, moving out of your existence. And then we have future or current or future, and then we have a little bit further into the future and the final outcome. That's kind of how I see it, you know, left to right, um, past to present to future. So this is a moment of incredible accomplishment. All your efforts have come full circle, and to be congratulated for an amazing job. There's a feeling of joy, completion, and pride surrounding the work that has been done. Spiritual enlightenment has been sought, and you have grown a great deal. You are blessed. It will soon be time to begin something new and exciting. As humans, we must continue to learn and evolve, but for now, take time to bask in this wonderful, precious moment of happiness. The angels are saying, this is an angelic high five, and we're dancing with you in celebration. Yes, guardian angels dance. Your brilliant work fills us with nothing but pride and joy. Good job. Wow. So you're really, it could be, you're really moving into something that's highly successful and will provide a lot of accomplishment for you, a big accomplishment. Something that you will also feel very, that you want to celebrate. Exactly. Very nice. Let me just do a little quick check-in and see what area, let's see if we can figure out what area is this accomplishment. I'm going to check with the Lenormand. What area is accomplishment coming in? Don't forget the steps that come before the accomplishment, because you have to check in with your feelings. Also, feelings play a big important part in manifesting. So when you feel a negative feeling, if you can help it, do your best to steer away from it and think of or get involved in something that makes you feel good again. And that will definitely steer you into positive feelings, and then hold on to those positive feelings. Don't revert back unnecessarily to a past feeling. So say for instance, like take a day. Like say in the beginning of the day, you woke up, you had coffee, everything was great, and then somebody said something mean to you, and it kind of got you in a bad mood. And that lasted until you went to the store and you found the most incredible outfit, and that gave you a high and it made you feel really happy. And so when you came home, you almost forgot about the mean thing the person said, but for some reason you remembered it again. And remembering it started making you feel a little down again. You don't have to go back there to feeling down again, right? You don't have to go back there. Relish in the good stuff that just happened, and try to diminish the bad stuff. if it's something like that, sort of insignificant like that. All the heavier things in life, we might have to put a little bit more attention to, and we might, like when we grieve, we might have to sit with it for a little while and process it through. But don't sit with things too long. Do your best to move into the good vibes, the good feels, because it's those good, happy energies that attract more and draw in more of the good stuff. So let's see. What is, but it's, I mean, definitely acknowledge every feeling that you're having and really look at them and why they're there. Let's see, what area is this success? Okay. Well, something that you're doing on your own that doesn't involve anybody else. I mean, it involves you, and something that this kind of reminds me a little bit of strangely enough, the Nine of Earth, because this is you getting rest and you getting replenished and you connecting with yourself. You're going inside yourself. So remember, the achievement comes after you've gone inside yourself a little bit, after you've done your you time. Oh, okay. Yes, nice. Yes, recognition comes because you found the key. You found some access. You found the key. So that's good. Like you found a solution. You found success. That's when you get this recognition. And the moon represents recognition, yeah, and honor and fame a little bit too. It's really good card that just talks about um your emotions too, and your creativity. This is you really like paying attention to your feelings. And also it's interesting too, because Wendy, the trading stuff is almost intuitive, right? And a little bit has to do with a vibe, a feeling, trends, and the trends, and then how you feel. Feelings are part of that. So it could be like when you feel confident in yourself and your own ability to predict or to feel, your clair could be clair sentience. You may have a very strong clair sentience, which means is a psychic ability that when you feel, like a feeling psychic ability. And that's a good trait to have for certain, definitely for lots of different jobs. Clairsentience can be very powerful ally in your success. And so yeah, the key is certainty. The doors are open. Mastery, necessary things, security, solution, success. So yeah, just being able, it's almost like you like finding the right combination and being able to open the door because you put in the right code or something like that. So something like that. Okay. You're welcome so much. Okay, Laura. Hi, Laura. Hi, Cherry. I'm apartment hunting this weekend with my fiance and his son. Based on his son's reaction, is whether we are going to move in together. So not sure if we're all going to move in. Okay, let's see. So we've got fiance, we've got son, and we have apartments. Would love spirit guidance with this because apartments are going fast, I guess. Alrighty. So let's see. Alright, I'm going to tap into the sun. Let's use the alignment. Spirit, what can you tell us about this situation that Laura's in with her fiance and son and finding apartments? Okay, the whip. There feels like there's going to be a heated discussion. Or you're going to find an apartment near the gym. Or apartment with a gym. How old is this son? Or an apartment with some kind of activity like a sportsy thing going on, maybe a place to play or sports or playground. Okay, that's good. That's good. Yes. Okay. And the ship represents it might be a bit of a drive. But some places are worth the extra miles if they have all the amenities that you need. I think with your fiance's son, the important thing for everyone, but especially for the kid, is the amenities. Yes. Oh, this is very good. Coexist. I got chills all over. So you three will be coexisting together. You'll find the perfect harmony, the perfect balance. But it's not going to be just like easy peasy. It takes a little bit of work from each of you to make it work, but it's going to happen. There is the coexisting thing happening here. Have faith. There are tons, but not sure if he's ready. I think he's ready. I think he's more ready than he may sometimes act. Yes. Let's see. Okay, what else do we need to know about the sun? That's a very special age right there. Very good age, but it's a good age, but it's still. Oh, I got goosebumps on this one. He likes you a lot more than he might let on to, Laura. Like, he likes you a lot. He trusts you. He trusts you in your decisions. He wants to live with his fairy mother. That's how he kind of sees you. Like, you're not his mother, but you're his fairy mother. Like, you're a little bit different, but he trusts you. He wants to, yes. I think he likes this idea a lot. He likes his dad happy. He feels like you around will make him happy. Very nice. Yeah. I feel like the communication's gonna be good between you guys. I think he likes to see his dad happy with you. That makes him happy. Just don't be too sexy, but that's gonna happen too. The sexy stuff. You have to have plenty of your own privacy with your husband or your future husband. Anything else we need to know? Yeah, that looks like y'all. Ah, I love birds. That's good. That's good. But it's good to be careful, but that doesn't mean you stop it. You need it. You are a couple. You need to nourish your love. So you do have to find the ways. I see you being a little more careful than him, than the fiance, and sometimes you'll just have to remind him. But I think you'll find a way. And this is really great news. I mean, a bouquet, happy surprises, gifts. I got goosebumps again. I feel like the place that you guys are going to move into, there's going to be some kind of nice bonus. So they'll be like, they'll take really good care of you. You'll get like a gift, maybe even a move-in gift basket or something, or maybe they'll do like a low move-in cost. There's going to be some kind of incentive to help you move in. It's going to be nice, and there's something about the place that's especially sweet, pretty, something attractive, very beautiful surroundings, or something that seals the deal, that makes the place sweet, just the right thing. And also, I think, you know, if your little son, he sees you as sweet as well. So that's nice. Well, if your place is lacking, then you will be the one that provides that womanly touch, right? The female touch, and it will just make it. And I think, as crazy as it, not crazy, but as funny as it seems, kids like this stuff. Like the my son being my youngest son, he's Aries, not Aries, he's Libra rising. And when I decorate or clean or make things pretty, yeah, his whole life he's always loved that. He's always loved, when I made the surroundings attractive, or when I made things pretty, or when we cleaned things, because it just gave him this like kind of good feel. And we always assume boys don't care about that stuff, but they do care. They do care about the pretty things too. So Let's see what else. Let's see what else. How will life be like? I feel like definitely to coexist. That hands down means yes. That y'all are moving in together. Yeah, I can see it now. Styling the place up. All right. So let's see what the tarot has to say. I feel like I want to use a different tarot. This tarot's starting to feel kind of boring. I want a sparkly tarot. Let's see. What sparkly tarot should I use? I've been thinking about the ethereal visions again for some reason. There it is. All right. Ethereal visions. The King of Cups. The King of Cups makes me think of Barry Manilow. No, not Barry Manilow. The Bee Gees guy. What's his name? Barry Gibb. All right. Let's see what else is happening for you. But let's, with this move, some spiritual guidance, spirits. What do we need to know? King of Pentacles, nice. So plenty of money, and there's okay, so there's like one main boss, which is your fiance. He's the dad, and it's almost like he's kind of got he wants to be the one to kind of take care of everything, and he's the breadwinner. And look at that. Speaking of breadwinner, he is really working very hard to make the money, to make the pentacles. And that's nice. Yeah, you definitely are going to be saving money, and you're being more productive too. You'll be able to keep to work and make more money. And yeah, it feels like a win-win in the money department for sure. Producing a lot of pentacles by this, having this move. And, you know, the little boy benefits from it. You know, he's got a man and a woman and lots of money and amenities. So he's happy. My goodness. But there's going to be occasional, here again, and there's a thing, like I think that he needs an outlet. He needs sports. He needs the gym or sports or some kind of like after school soccer or football or something like that. And if you know, if you get involved in that, like if you watch him do stuff, he will be so, that will make him so happy, you know, that you care about his sports activities. It's going to be important that you, all three of you, either both, but either individually or together, find activities to do together. So, you know, you can go to like a Dave and Buster's every once in a while, or things like that, things where y'all play and have fun together, where it's not, so you don't like build up, where you build up in like resentment, or you build up stuff. You can let it out by playing with each other. I mean, even video games in the house or whatever. But I would say, you know, like outdoor activities would be first priority, and then other like indoor activities. And also I think like if you made it kind of a game when it came to chores and things, indoor things, you know, you'll have to figure out a way. You'll have to figure out a way. Everybody has their responsibilities and nobody slacks, right? Just because the son is your fiance's son doesn't mean that he can, you know, like just not do nothing. He has to pitch in too, right? So everybody's got to have their pitching in and what to do for everything to run smoothly. Ooh, and the lovers. And then, okay, so here's the two main things. It's like, and this is very true, even when you're with a man that is the dad of your kids, whether they're the dad, the biological father or not. Either both things are important. It's both important to have playtime with the family, like go out and to the beach or play baseball or soccer or volleyball or video games or arcades or whatever, and then find a babysitter and have a date night with just you and fiance, because it's very important to keep the love flowing too. Your connection, your one-on-one connection is very important as well. So keep those two things in balance. All right. And strength. So strength is it could also represent, your connection and a balance. Sometimes you have to be there for him when his temper goes, or sometimes he's there for you when your temper gets up there, or whoever has the temper. But you keep each other in check, basically. So keep each other in check. But also the strength card has to do with praying. To me, it's like, I think it might be a nice thing to go to church together or find some kind of prayer, some kind of service or spiritual thing that the three of you guys can do together as well. That would be very nice. um, or at the very least, whenever you sit down for dinner, say grace, something like that. Those kinds of things are meaningful to kids, and as a little family, a familito, prayer is important. And whenever I see the strength card, I think of the serenity prayer. God, grant me the strength, the serenity to accept things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. So, as long as you keep that in mind whenever you are facing day to day any situation that arises, you just shout out a little prayer to God and you say, look, God, serenity now, Calgon, take me away. No, but ask God for a little peace, a little serenity, and just say, okay, God, is this something that I'm supposed to change? If I do need to change it, could you please throw me some courage so I can change this? If I don't know, so if I don't know, could you show me some wisdom so I can figure this out? Like, do I need to change something, or should I just peacefully accept something, so it's kind of like a choose your battles kind of thing too. Yeah, choose your battles and don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's just a lot of peace goes a long way. And all right, and so let me see what the fairies have to say about this. What is their advice? Ooh, look, you got beauty. Oh, look, and family harmony. Nice. So definitely, feminine touch makes things way, like, just makes everything nice and beautiful, and everybody loves that. The boys love it. The big boy and the little boy, they love the beauty part, that that you offer, you know, more than that. But of course, that's for some reason that's important. um, so appreciate and amplify your natural attractiveness. Your beauty is most apparent when you're happy and satisfied. And I think they'll also understand. Getting the sense, keep Laura happy, because if Laura's happy, we're all happy. So that's going to be a nice thing to have right there. So we're all attractive in our own unique way. Part of self-esteem is appreciating how wonderful you truly are. Never ever put yourself down in any way. Always think self loving thoughts about your body, your face, your hair, your weight, and every inch of your physical self. Tell yourself positive affirmations daily, such as, my inner light radiates through every pore and cell of my body, and everyone is attracted to my inner and outer beauty. Invest time and money in services that make you feel wonderful, such as massages, facials, manicures, and pedicures, soaking in a tub, or getting a new hairstyle. Spending time in meaningful ways that makes you feel joyous, and you will glow with attractiveness of truly happy person. And your affirmation is, my inner and outer selves are radiantly attractive right now. I love my beautiful self. So there you go. Another thing that you need to add. Yes. You've got the lovers time, the one-on-one with fiance, but you have to have your own time too for pampering and beautifying. So, like, get yourself all dolled up for special dates and things, or not. Get yourself all dolled up just because it feels good, you know? But yeah, so definitely you are allowed to have your time out, Mama's day out, and spa time whenever you want that. And that will bring family harmony. If Laura's happy, we're all happy. Your relationships with family members are healing as you hold loving thoughts and feelings about the souls involved, including yourself. You experience genuine harmony within your family. Every person in your life is affected by your beliefs and expectations, including your family members. This card is saying that you're counseled to hold positive and loving thoughts about anyone who seems to have irritated or hurt you. The more loving energy you send to each person, the more love will be redirected back to you. Have patience. You're beginning to feel a great healing occurring in your family relationships. The fairies ask you to think of 3 reasons why you are grateful for each member of your family. And that's a nice thing to do too. Like when you in prayer or whatever, when you say grace for the food, you can also say, think of 3 things, or maybe just one thing that you're grateful about your fiance and his son at grace. You know, that could be something, that a nice little ritual that you do, or not, or you do it randomly or whatever, but or just do it on your own. You know, that always helps put things in perspective, especially when things get when people get irritated with each other, because honestly, living with people can be irritating. I have 2 sons and I love them, but you know, there are days, right? So you have to find a nice balance right there. So you think about the things that you love about them, and think about all the good things that they do. And the fairies ask you to, uh, if like one person particularly frustrates you, think of 5 reasons why that person is worthy of love, and send blessings and prayers to that person, and your relationship will show immediate signs of improvement. So your affirmation is, I I see the goodness within each member of my family. My family life is harmonious and filled with love and joy. That's so interesting. Just had a family reunion at Texas and made me appreciate them so much. Oh, that's nice. Why didn't you come see me, Laura? I'm in Texas. I went to San Antonio recently and sang in a German thing in San Antonio, so that's funny. But I'm in Houston, so that's still Texas. How south Texas did you go? Brownsville. That's nice. Ooh, SpaceX. Nice. I want to see SpaceX. All right. You got... Fruit wine. This is a celebratory invitation to the possibilities gifted when you reach beyond yourself. Wow, sounds like a party. So let's see what this is about. The scavenger hunt came out too, but I'm thinking that is more about doing things with your kid, with your family, like little fun trips and things like that. So the fruit wine is saying, this is a celebratory invitation. All right. It's time to get out there and be social, to make new friends, build relationships, and invite people along on your journey. Your chances of success will increase tremendously with the help of others. That's the other thing. Finding friends or making friends and family members and people like that who can help pitch in. Like if you need alone time with fiance, somebody who can watch the son or whatever, or play dates where the son hangs out with some buddies and plays games or whatever, and which allows free time for you to do something or whatever. You know how those things work, right? Anyway, so uh and so it could also have something to do with business or sharing partnership in in your plans, uh, and having somebody that will help you with all of that too. And not feeling overwhelmed because you have all this support. So that's really good. You're gonna have lots of support. Also, I think your fiance is a kindred spirit, and he understands you a lot, and you two will really be see eye to eye on a lot of things. And you're also going to find other people like you, a community of like-minded people. And you're going to feel like a sense that you have found your folks and are experiencing a sense of coming home. And that's, feels really happy. So open your heart and allow different attachments to form. You never know when you've met the next addition to your soul family. Oh, that's nice. So your soul family is growing. It's not just about the people you're related to. It's about all the people that you're connected to. All right. So I'm thinking of one more deck. Would you like me to get it, or do you feel good with this reading? There's just one more card I want to read. Just sort of send a send off. Instead of shuffling this deck, I'm just going to give you this card as kind of a blessing. So, blessing and a visualizing, because I think it's important to visualize what you want and not just, not just kind of like whatever happens. No, you're attracting the thing that you want to happen, right? The happy family, the happy living environment, everybody feeling ready for this and getting along and being doing good, feeling good and being good and doing good. And all right, and so that being said, This is closeness, fun, and caring. The rainbow over this happy family portends a time of joy and celebration. See, we have celebration here, so it's like these two cards together equals that one. Close connections are available, and so fun and frivolity that the family experience and that can bring to you. The value that you find in a truly loving relative or friend brings higher vibration to your life force. Even if you're distracted or busy, family life is always going to be your high priority. And so this represents, you know, um, being with a person who has children from a previous marriage or, you know, connection. And so now you've entered in a ready-made family because you're entering into the situation, and the move, is almost like moving in with both of them. It's kind of like marrying them, because it's like making a commitment, right? So this ready-made family might bring some challenges, but it's also your destiny in this lifetime. And it could signify also a celebration coming up. So something to look forward to. So your affirmation here is, I open myself to a new and deeper experience of family, and I'm ready to see greater happiness there. I know that I am the loving family that I need. So how's that? Does that feel nice? Anything else that you want me to look into or ask? Good. You're welcome, Laura. You're welcome. All right, Cheryl. Hi. Any messages come for me about love? Okay, let's look into love. I like looking into love. It's my favorite, in case you didn't know. I'm the romantic fairy. I'm just going to bump everyone. Okay. Messages about love. Love. All right. Let's start with the Romantic Fairy Oracle. What is coming next in for you? Oh, let's do this. Hey, Katara. Marry meet. Self-love. Above all, self-love. Love God. I should have one that says love God. Love God, love yourself. I'm going to put Jesus in here as my, I think I'm going to put him in here. This is the Love Jesus card. He goes in here too. And let's see what's next. And then love your son. And then and material attachment. Too much focus on visible trappings. So try to let go of the material things. Or not, you know. I mean, I feel like a little bit of a material edge to love life can be nice, you know. Like it could represent the places where you meet people. They could be around places where you dress up or that are physically attractive or that that you know, like places that put a lot of value in their surroundings and making it appealing and attractive, a place to place to hang out. So I'm kind of seeing that. So but don't let the environment and the materialism of things be so outweigh everything. Of course, you already knows that. But yeah, I'm thinking kind of like, let's say for instance, you know, like whining and dining or whatever. Like there's some people. I'm not talking about you, but I think like there's some guys out there, they don't feel like they're actually, you know, doing you justice or doing right by you unless they're buying you like, you know, high-end things or a fine bottle or whatever, you know, and those things are nice and definitely make you feel loved and supported and honored and cherished when, you know, you get really high gifts or when you get treated to a very fancy dinner or something like that. But try to see that as not as important as the connection and things, you know, like the material things. um don't let the material thing, like don't let all that glitters is not gold, like don't let the shiny gold like detract you from the fact, from a personality, right? Just because they're putting all these, just because they got this Rolex doesn't you know what I mean. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know where all that's coming from, but also I'm just saying like there's a possibility that you could be meeting in a very fine place, you know, that's very attractive. All right, so Forever Young, a song of youthful playfulness. Well, that's good. So you'll be feeling good and youthful and happy-go-lucky, and somebody will reach out to you soon. Expect a call or text from your person of interest. Okay. Anything else that we need to know? Ooh, a divine timing, a serendipitous event. So something special is going to draw the two of you together. It's almost like a little Cinderella moment, and almost like you won't have enough time to see it through completely. You'll have to take a rain check, in other words. But the moment is there, the connection is made, and then you seek each other out again, and you reach out to each other. All right, so let's see. So let's see. I want to know, like, timing wise. That's what I'm always curious about. When is all this going to happen for Cheryl? This serendipitous event, this timing of these things. When is all this going to play out? When is all this going to play out? We've got the fishy. So this is very nice. It means a nice easy flow, things progressing nicely. Um, it feels like it could, see, that's the thing with this material thing here. It could be someplace where you make money, or a market, or a really attractive place, or something like that. But it's definitely an abundant energy, like that entrepreneur energy. And but we're looking at timing, and so the timing for the fish is mid-month. Well, what month then? Tell us what month. Ooh, and there's your soulmate. So this is going to be a very important person in your life, somebody that you feel that you love. And but I feel like more than anything, this is going to be devoted person, somebody who has um, fidelity, friendship, affectionate. This could turn into a lover. This is a loyal person. This is unconditional love, playfulness, and trust. And see, we have this playful energy, like somebody that you just really enjoy time with. But, it feels like companion energy, but it could turn into more. And the 18th of the month. So it could be June 18th. Let's see, is this June? What? So the ring representing a commitment, even possibly a proposal, and the ring timing is also middle of the month. But the timing generally with the ring is about an ongoing experience. So you may be already involved with somebody, and this situation has a divine timing. That's what the timing is for the ring, is divine. It's godly, it's something that God has written in the stars for you. And so it's it's definitely a partnership or promise. So anything else about the timing of this? Ooh, the mice say it's fast approaching. I think that's what the mice timing is. Yes, fast approaching. So I would say it feels like summertime to me. Fast approaching. Could happen as soon as, some of the early signs could happen before the end of May, but I feel like June is the month that you're going to see stuff happening. Wow, so that is fast. Okay, so let's see what the fairies have to say about it. We have trust your intuition. Excuse me, trust your intuition. Well, I feel like you're gonna know, like, who is the one as soon as it happens. You also have visualization, so don't just wait for something to come towards you. See it in your mind's eye. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? Um, your your sexuality will be opened up when this person comes around, but you also have to let go of what hinders you as well. So let's see what the trust your intuition says. It is safe for you to follow your heart's guidance. You know deep down what to do. And this card asks you to trust and follow this inner intelligence. Has your inner guidance been trying to get your attention lately? Perhaps a gut feeling is tugging at you like a seeing eye dog, or an inner voice. You get the dog. Or an inner voice has been screaming at you, or you've had dreams charged with profound emotions and symbolism lately. This card is saying that you're urged to pay careful attention to these various forms of intuition. Now is not the time to ignore these messages or procrastinate. Trust this inner wisdom just as you would if it came from a respected teacher. Know that you aren't imagining the guidance. Its powerful and repetitive voice is a sign that you're truly getting clear and trustworthy messages that are worth following. So your affirmation is, I trust and follow my feelings and thoughts without question or delay. You've been waiting for many years. Me too, so that's true. It's true. Could be. The material thing could be a dog. But the dog usually represents soulmate, friend, lover, loyal, companion. Usually the dog represents love in the Lenormands. So, and this is a love reading, so we're gonna go with the love message. All right, but that's tricky. All right, so let's see what the tarot has to say. Maybe the tarot can explain to us, what is this guy like? Ooh, you're definitely going to feel in love, Miss Queen of Cups. So don't worry about it. Like, if you're thinking that you may have to settle for this, or that you don't want to settle for somebody that you don't have romantic or sexual feelings for you. Not. You're going to be in love and you're going to have sexual feelings for this person. There he is, the King of Swords. I think Swords has come out before for your friend guy, right? Anyway, I think it's tricky. It's tricky to read air signs because they're so cool and calm and collected, and before you know it, you're all drawn into them, and they they surprise you. They'll surprise you with their feelings, their depth of their feelings. It's hard to tell at first because they have a cool demeanor. But the King of Swords, oh, yeah, there you go. The King of Swords is someone who is logical and intelligent and, has a good way with words. They can also be very charming and funny, and they're very fair and very strong too. So somebody you feel like very safe with, but somebody who can feel sort of not like a little bit detached if they're Aquarius, or a little bit chatty if they're Gemini, and hard to read, like, do they like me? If they're a Libra, they may seem romantic and have romantic ideas about love and marriage, um, but yeah, it may seem that they lack a depth if they're Libra, but then you never know. Their other parts of their chart could show more depth than just their sun sign. So I think the fairness of them is very important. The one thing that you may find yourself being afraid to let go for fear of getting hurt. So before this person comes into your life, or as this person comes into your life, there may be this feeling of, yeah, intelligence. Yep. There may be this feeling of and also intelligent people can be very sharp-tongued sometimes, or sharp-witted, but sometimes be sharp with their words, and they sometimes can hurt feelings if they're too sharp, in the things they say. So sometimes that can be the thing that comes through. But I think this guy, he makes up for it, I think, with the gift giving, like, so if somebody doesn't always know what to say, there's two other ways that they can express themselves, or more than two other ways. But let's say, for example, in the 5 languages of love, if a guy's like, oh man, I'm bad at this, here, let me give you a big ring. That'll express how I feel about you, and that could go back to the material thing too. Or instead of giving you a big ring, um they kiss you or hold your hand or touch you. That's how, give you lots of hugs and affection. They don't know what to say, but they're gonna give you lots of hugs or whatever. So, so sometimes people will find other ways. Definitely acts of service. To me, that's a big one. It's like I can always tell when somebody loves me when they do these small little gestures, that especially when they don't show off when they're doing them. When it's like low key. And then when I notice their gestures, they're like, oh, you noticed that I did that? Yes. I can tell you care about me because you did this, and you did it in a very humble way, so like as not to show it off. To me, that combination to me is one of the sweetest characteristics in a person. So yes, I had a love like that once, but anyway. But yeah, that combination I think is very nice. And so acts of service, yeah. Like I mean, actually, two of my main people that I've loved have had that. Like to me, that's chivalry, right? So chivalry is a huge one for me, and so I mean, little things like, when they don't have a lot of money, but they'll go buy something that they know you like, or if you're hungry, they give you something that's really tasty and expensive, but they're using their last few dollars. I mean, those just, and they never tell you that they did that, and much later, years later, you find out the truth of the story. I don't know. I love stuff like that. So yeah, it could be something like that. But the little things do mean a lot. So just remember, sometimes if a person's not the greatest in the greatest love language may not be the words of affirmation, although a king of swords normally would be words of affirmation. So don't so that's the other thing. It's like, if this guy is good at saying nice things to you, don't just see him as love bombing you, oh, you're just saying that, oh, that's love bombing. No, give him credit where credit is due. Like, maybe that is his way, maybe he's a little bit floral with his words, or he just overabundant with the good words, maybe that's just what he does. It's not like trying to blow smoke up your butt. It's like honest, really, he really feels like that. So let me see if let's see what's happening in June. What's Give us a good June card. Oh, I'm about to do June reading. Heat wave. We're having a heat wave. Tropical heat wave. It feels kind of hot and sexy, but it sounds like the message here sounds ominous. Seek shade. Don't get burnt. So enjoy the heat, but don't get too much of it. That's kind of what the message is. Seek shelter. Don't stay out in the elements too long. All right, I'm going to get another one. I feel like that one's kind of more of a weather report. Ooh, a complete stranger gave me $15. Oh, look, you got roses. The soft petal felt upon your flesh is ready to release her thorns. Very nice. See, and then it's like you don't have to see the thorns. Just imagine them not even being there anymore. So this is divine love, lasting relationships, and support. Few symbols represent love more than the rose. Its delicate petals in pretty shades meet prickly thorns and sturdy stems, much like love in the real sense. A rose is beauty entwining with occasional pain, all in an enduring dance of sharing your life with another. Roses in your spread symbolize an eternal love that has the potential to stand the test of time. It may not be fast or especially passionate, but it is solid and supportive, affectionate and endearing. It's the kind of love that reinvents itself, like a rose turning into a dried flower and expressing its beauty in a completely new way. If you are in a relationship, your partner is reliable and prefers to express themselves in practical ways rather than grand romantic gestures. We were just talking about that. It's the little things. They're more likely to fill your car with gas or take out the trash than to whisk you away to Paris. But you'll never have to question their loyalty. If you're seeking love, this card reminds you to consider someone who may not be the most attractive or interesting, but will be a soft place for you to land and rest your head through the good times and the bad. Oh, yeah, you were right about the rose garden. So, releasing Rose Bono. Rose is a powerful nurturer and a simple rose bath to help you release what is no longer serving you while gently embracing you is perfect when this card comes out. You'll need a red candle, a handful of rose petals, and 1 tablespoon of honey. Fill the bath and light the candle. While doing so, think of the scent of roses. Sprinkle the rose petals slowly over the bathwater, then get into the tub and take a moment to ground into the warmth of the water, spirit embracing you, and the rose kissing your flesh, and the scent of the roses filling your spirit. And when you are ready, pour the honey into the bathwater and ask honey to bring sweetness into your bath experience. Allow Rose to gently travel with you into the emotions through your emotions, thoughts, or spaces you wish for her to guide you with. I do. Oh, yes, Cheryl. I think she sure does. Yes, very nice. The gardens, the gardens. I think that's very meaningful. Rose tree, wow. Tulsa Municipal Rose Garden. Hmm. You're welcome, honey. I would like to know if I can trust the mechanic that's fixing my car. I'm hoping he's being honest about what's going on with my car that broke down. Okay, mechanic. Let's see. I think I'm going to get the Kipper. All right. Let's see if Rainbow can trust her mechanic who's fixing her car. I'm very blessed to have a trustworthy mechanic right down the street, and he's so kind. Like sometimes he takes me back and forth to my house. He used to be very inexpensive, and his rates have gone up just a little bit, but he totally deserves it. Can Rainbow trust her mechanic who's fixing her car? To this, I might do like a little, maybe a little mini tableau, kind of like a grand tableau, but a mini tableau. I'm gonna see how many cards I can put out. We'll see. Child. All right, one at a time. Thoughts. Distant horizons. Main female. That's you. Those came out once and I put them back. Okay. So I didn't get any people cards, so I'm gonna use the tarot to get to see if I can get any people. Well, the only person I have is you right here. So as typical for mechanics, mechanics often feel like they can take advantage of your ignorance, right? So so here's what it happens with mechanics. Most of the time, like I would say in the 80 percentile, the repair is cheaper than what they say. Like the way to repair it can be something very minor. And that's why I like my mechanic, because he always goes for the simplest solution first. He doesn't see it as, oh, we got to change this big old thing. He sees it as, oh, we have this tiny little part that attaches to this big old thing that fell off, and I'll put it back on or whatever. He sees the small little thing that fell off or whatever. So I feel like it could be something like that. But I see that like it's like they're tipping themselves. Like if you're not going to give them a good tip, then they're going to tip themselves ahead of time. And uh I think they see themselves as well, we deserve it because, like, like this imbalance in money. Like, we're poor and she's rich, and why can't she just, like, she should just give us the money kind of thing. But I'm trying to think that, so I think this is the way they thinking of you, as kind of like a child, or like you don't know too much about mechanics, so they can say whatever they want to say, and that you can give them a tip that's, you know, more than, like a big tip. That's where I got that kind of thing. But I think, what they don't know is that you're smarter than they realize. And you want to see everything be fair. Now, interesting that we have distant in the journey. That feels like, it's going to take a while for stuff to happen. It's going to take a while. So I'm going to see. This doesn't quite answer. Oh, okay, I see. Here we go. My stepdad used to fix our cars, but he passed away years ago, and this is the first time I'm going to a different mechanic. That's not my stepdad, so I'm a little nervous of someone else to fix your car. Yeah. I I don't see it as bad. I just see it as they may take advantage of the fact that you don't know too much, and they also, see, maybe, I don't see the privileged lady, but I'm almost getting that energy, like they see you as privileged lady, and why not try to get, extra from you. But let me double check with the tarot. So tell me, is the mechanics gonna treat Rainbow fairly? The adjudication card does feel like fairness will come out in the end. So let's see. And the unexpected income could be savings that were unexpected, possible savings. So you could end up, that's a possibility that you might see yourself spending less than you thought you would, maybe. I don't, like, compared to the poverty card, not sure how that plays out. So we're going to see what the tarot says. Oh, okay, Katara. Well, sweet dreams. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. And Seven of Pentacles to me represent growth and a good job. So and checking all their bases, like making sure everything is done right. I feel like that's a hopeful card, that they're not going to rush through the process. They're going to make sure they fixed it correctly. Three of Wands. I mean, I don't know why, but Three of Wands is giving me warranty energy. Like, what we do now needs to last into the future. So something that they want you to do now for the future. He took a week to fix my car, and I picked up my car yesterday after he said he fixed it, and as I was driving on the highway, it broke down again, so I'll have to take it back to him again tomorrow. Two of Cups, that's good. Seeing eye to eye. It could be like a second opinion, like checking with the other guy, checking in with other mechanics, making sure that everybody's on the same page and they know what's, and also good relations with you. And I think you're gonna feel positive with that, happy with the outcome. Yeah, I feel like you'll be happy with the final outcome. It seemed like they had got all the points, but now there's something that they have to adjust for the future. Yeah, I hope they're not either. It's a little bit bigger job than they thought it was gonna be. So yeah, it's just it's a little bit of a little bit more to it than I thought it would be. And I feel like I'm feeling like an expert energy, like whoever worked on it may have known like basic stuff, but I think the more expert people are going to come in, the more knowledgeable people. Yeah, intelligence. I'm sorry that it's taking so long, but Temperance is saying be patient. I think there's going to be a good solution to this. So let me see about the solution. Let's go with the Lenormand. Is this going to happen successfully? Will you have to be too? Will they take advantage of Rainbow? There's the child again. They do think of you as innocent and not knowing. It could be too that some of the people involved in the, some of the mechanics could be slightly inexperienced. But the good news, the situation is going to be lucky for you, so don't worry. Even your inexperience or your, not knowing how the mechanics work, it's not going to be a problem because good luck is coming to you. Can I get a chariot? Oh, nice. So the ring in this kind of reading to me represents like a successful contract, a successful outcome, everybody being happy with the final solution. Yeah, it feels like it'll be a good cycle. So you won't have to take it back into the shop. I think once it's fixed, it's fixed for good. It's fixed, and it's fixed like long-term fixed, it's like You won't have to bring it back. There you go. There's your chariot. Well, it's kind of the chariot. It's the ship. It's the chariot of the Lenormand. So yes, your travel days will be back in no time. You'll be able to fly like your car's gonna fly. It's gonna be like, wow, like feel like a brand new car. It's gonna feel magical, like you can fly above the clouds. uh, okay. Rainbow says, wait a minute. I'm hoping he's not taking advantage of me. Will he ask me for money to keep fixing my car? My husband went with me so he could see that I wasn't alone on this. Okay, that's good. I think you're going to be successful. So let's see. Let's get one final. Is this going to cost a lot of money or is it going to be fair? Is it going to cost a lot of money or is this going to be fair? Let's get it one more kipper. Is this going to be a lot of money or fair? That's good. There's your car. Your car's all fixed up. It's changed. It's good. How much is this going to cost? The wealthy man will take care of it. Money's no object. Let's see. They're also looking at your husband. You look like the child, and your husband looks like the wealthy man. Is this gonna cost them a lot? What is going on here? You and husband, you're right in there together. Okay, so great fortune. I don't know exactly what the great fortune means. It doesn't, in this case, it doesn't necessarily feel like a win for you. It feels like you like their eyes are going ching ching, when they look at you. But it could, because of this card too. I was thinking maybe it means that there's like some kind of bargain happening here. Like you get a lot for a little amount of money. I'm gonna try one thing here. I'm gonna do some charms and see. So I'm gonna feel if I get the dime, then I'll know. Okay, the big key, that's good. Solution. So it's going to be fixed, and it's going to be fixed good. That's the point, right? Divine ring. Date night. It's in the cards. New York. It's going to be ironed out, but I don't see if it's necessarily fair or expensive. Let me see. I knew I'd see the big money wad. I think you might either save money or spend money. I think it might cost a little chunk of change, but I think it'll feel worth it because you really truly fixed it. That's kind of unless you save that, you know, it's less you're saving it. My husband is still messing in the stock market and he thinks we're going to win big. Maybe that's, yeah, there you go. I think you, yes, look, you got all this money showing up. So the wealthy man, and I feel like that usually is very positive. Like, no matter what happens with your car, y'all are still very wealthy and you may get wealthier. So I think that's a good sign. Yeah. So I kind of see it this way. Yeah. The car's going to be fixed really good. I feel like it may cost a bit, but you also can afford it because you're going to win some money. And you're going to have wonderful sex and dates and have a good old time. I don't know, like getting closer and closer, enjoying your leisure time together because you'll have all this time to spend together and doing fun stuff. You're welcome, honey. Hey, giggles! I love that. That's such a good combination of signs. The two hearts and all the hand hearts. It's aesthetically pleasing to my eyes. Reading on Rolando, what are his thoughts and feelings? Will he reach out? He's only been watching my stories. I even noticed he pulled back a bit. He's only reading your stories, watching your stories. Rolando. How's Rolando? Let's see. Feelings. Reach out. Yesterday he waited to look and then one at a time. All right. Well, interesting, huh? Let's see. What is next in your love life? Yes, only been seeing what I've been posting, no reactions or anything. What games we play? Rolando. Rolando. Okay, Rolando is your soulmate, or somebody coming after Rolando is. You have found, see, you found him. You found your romantic counterparts. You each other have real feelings towards each other. You share true romantic feelings worth exploring. Resendez. Oh, I like that last name. That's neat. Rolando Resendez. Rekindle. Rolando Resendez rekindles. An old flame returns. Oh, who is this? This is not Rolando. This is Soto, probably. Soto. Okay. Let's see how Rolando feels about you. How does Rolando feel? Rolando. I've had two signs. One was Soto and one was Rubio. Uh-huh. Songs. Oh, okay. Wow. Rolando feels joyful, feeling lighthearted when I'm with you. Heavy weight, feeling like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. And that could be why he doesn't reach out. He doesn't like the distance that you guys have, either physically or emotionally, feeling the chill and the distance. But he does dream about like nighttime activity with you, a romantic surprise. Turn your face away from the garish light of day. He wants you to enjoy the music of the night with him. He's like, oh yeah, songs? I got a song for you. All right. He's like, forget about those songs. This is the only song you need to listen to. So he does like you. He does feel joyful around you. Let's see what kind of messages he has for you. All right. What? Okay, he says something to say. There's something I really want to share with you. I'm waiting for the right time to tell you. Okay. Good night, Cheryl. Yeah, he posted a song that was late at night, and I was like, was that for me? Playing games. This is a game to me. The way I'm acting, responding, or posting it's to get your attention. So he's playing the attention game. Even if he really likes you and he has feelings for you, he's acting kind of immature and playing games. Because I found this to be true, I think. In the world of online dating and also real life dating, but the, doing things online these days, I feel like people approach them in different ways. I don't know if everybody wants to find somebody. A lot of people say they do. A lot of people just want hookups and that you meet and you hook up and you have a nice time, whatever. You know, it is what it is. If you say in your profile you want hookups, great. And a girl wants to hook up and a guy wants to hook up, that's great, you know, but don't say that you want an LDR, or no, LT, long term, or LTR, long term relationship, and you really mean hookup. Now, there's that aspect, which to me is not so bad. Another aspect, though, is just simply using dating apps as like a game, like just somebody to talk to, but you don't ever meet them, or you just goof around. It's like, what is that about? It's just kind of like being it's almost like being on social media, like Facebook or something else, where you're just like chatting around, but you're not doing anything, like you're not taking steps towards being with anybody or meeting somebody. You're just playing the game of it. I think this is a new phenomenon that I've been noticing, but I think there's people who do that. They're like afraid to take the step beyond that. They're just really stuck in the game of it or something. LOL, I posted a meme video of when you posted a story and the person you posted it for likes the story. Yeah. And see, that's kind of like a language all on its own. So when you know this language and he knows this language, to him that's entertainment. Like dating you or going out for real with you or whatever doesn't seem as interesting as this fun little game you're playing with each other of guess what, or what's this, or who said what, or how do I guess that you watched my video. And that's more exciting. It's, in my opinion, it appears immature, but people find their fun in lots of ways, and who am I to judge? But anyway, it's a different world now than when we were younger. It's just not the same thing. Like we used to be courted in the olden days. People used to send flowers and things to try to win you over. And now it's just like, it's almost like this kind of, I don't care if I win you or not kind of game. I just want to mess around with my words and my clues and shit, and see if you can figure things out. So yeah, it's just weird. It's weird to me. Yeah, yeah. Right, it's like a reaction. It's kind of like the way news is, right? And the way this the stories about people in the news, the politicians and people, they're all in a little like show for one, it's entertainment. The other thing is like shock value. It's like everybody out there is always trying to shock us. It's like when you watch horror movies, you're watching it for the shock and the scare and the thrill. And everybody's so addicted to shocking and scary and thrilling, which I am not. I am not. And I'm like pulled away from things that are shocking, thrilling, and scary because it's like I don't believe in that. I do like to be entertained, but I don't want to be constantly shocked about things all the time. And I feel like it's just like this big game all the time. Anyway, I need to stop talking about it, but I don't like the game part of it. The other thing is like when I've noticed this, but I noticed this a long time ago, back in the early 2000s, when I was playing video, like computer games and stuff. In computer games, I noticed there are people that go on and play games and they're serious about it. They really enjoy the game and they play it according to the rules. And then there's people that go on the games. They don't care about the rules. They're trying to figure out how to break it. They break the game, break it, and I feel like there's an element out there's an element of people that are trying to break things. But in some ways it's not that bad because it's like, I don't know, I've had my boyfriend, actually my ex-boyfriend, he would say he would break things to learn, figure out how to fix them. Like he'd crack his alarm clock and then he'd see like what he did wrong, what did he do uh, that broke it, and how would he fix it. And that's kind of how you teach yourself. So as a society, when these kind of trolls and thugs and people that have this awful idea of breaking things come around, they actually, in a weird way, do us a favor because we learn what's wrong so we can fix it. But it's very annoying to live through stuff when people try to break it, right? Anyway, there's my little rant. But let's see what else he wants to say to you. I guess sometimes I'm just more believe in just doing things traditionally, but you know, there is more than one way to do stuff. I don't know if it has the outcome I'm looking for, but yeah, I don't know. What you could always ask him, what do you see the final outcome here? Do you see us going on a date, or what's that? What is all this about? So let the past go. So this is what Rolando was saying. Let the past go. Can we rewind time and go back to before we were both broken down by life? Our past hold us back from our future. So I think he sort of regrets to being like playful is one thing, but playing a game after a while can sometimes erode trust. And when you erode trust, then you don't really have that much to work with. And so when that happens, sometimes people regret it, and they want to go back to a simpler time where y'all trusted each other, you know. But you can't go back to trust. You have to re-earn it. Aw, no one compares to you. No matter how many people I've met and experiences I have, there's no one who compares to you. Nice. And is it true? I heard you were dating someone. Is it true? Please tell me it isn't. So, he wants you. He doesn't want you to go with anybody else. I don't know what he's doing, but he'll figure it himself out, I guess. Does he have any attention to me, or is he too busy with the girl he's dating? Oh, we haven't even known each other that well or talked in person. He thinks you're dating people, so maybe he thinks it's not important if he's not. So he might be leaving that girl. I'm ready to leave a situation or mindset that has not served me and hindered my growth. Still listening. I listen to the music you've shared with me. It helps me connect with you, although we're apart. Interesting. I know. That is weird. Well, let me get some tarot and see what's going on. What else is going on? What's interesting is I totally read this as a response to you about his girlfriend instead of him leaving you because y'all aren't even actually together. Queen of Cups. Your heart is open. Yes, he hasn't made a move, like he's taking his time. Nine of Cups. There's a lot of love here. It's just waiting for you to enjoy. He probably loves to go for drinks with you if you like to drink. her name is Ardemaris. That's an interesting name. Do you think his daughter is talking about me to him? Maybe. Oh, there she is, the Queen of Pentacles, Ardemaris. So the Ten of Swords, it feels like it's different than the 10, and we got 2 10s. And I feel like this might be a breakup that he may be breaking up with somebody. Also, it's this weight of the world on his shoulders kind of stuff. Something feels really heavy and hard for him right now. I'm not sure what's going on, but I feel like he enjoys the playful part with you because it's like a release, because his life feels sort of heavy and difficult. He feels sort of like, but I feel like he's close to the end of his relationship with his girlfriend. And maybe Artemis, and is encouraging him to break up with her and go with you, kind of feels that's possible. Or maybe this is his current girlfriend, and this is talking about a breakup or the end of that relationship. But he's having a difficult time. He's like, but there is going to be a moment where final push, like he's working his way into it, and he's going to finally say, okay, hello, Juandre Davis, welcome. So yeah, I don't know if, I think he might be, well, let's see what the Letterman says. Oh, there he is. Rolando. What's Rolando up to? Rolando might be reaching out to you after he breaks up with his girlfriend. Yes, he's got a solution, a key to this situation. Have a little patience with him. I think he's sorting out his world. And after he does, then he'll get with you. It's gonna take time, and he has to cut things. But as soon as he does, the sun's gonna come out, and everything's gonna be really happy and joyful. So you do have a very positive outlook. And it could be by the summer, things get really happy and cheerful for you, and joy and excitement and clarity and light and all of that. He doesn't even post her. Yeah, that's weird. I feel like it's not much going on anymore with them. But there is a bit of a burden, like a bit of there's a difficult weight about this. He has to do it delicately, and he's not sure how, but it's going to happen. So yeah, I think that there you go. I think it's going to be a happy ending. I'm trying to make a basket for her and her BFF Victoria. They're my favorite students. Oh, that's nice. That's very nice. Yeah, I think his daughter will be a good ally here, so that's good. Can we see the potential of what he might think? These are thoughts right here, thoughts and feelings. This is joyful, feeling lighthearted when I'm with you. And he has basically most of the feelings are like this heavy weight on his shoulder. And there's sort of like an emotional distance, maybe a physical distance, which keeps him, but a potential to date you or to do nighttime things with you. About the gift, my supervisor is thinking of transferring me schools, though I let her know, and she said she would be sad if I moved. Oh. I already went pretty far. I mean, it's been a pretty long reading, and I'm already like past my time, getting tired, giggles. I'm losing steam, honey. Well, you can reach out to me in email. Let's see. I'll get you one of these, guys. Let's see what the fairies say. A new opportunity. So that's good. Something new. A huge opportunity is being presented for you, and it's safe for you to trust and enter into this new realm. A momentous opportunity is being presented to you. It could be in the form of someone making a business proposal to you, a new idea that enters your mind, or an investment opportunity. It could even come in the form of a loss in which you're able to gain something even more suitable. Even though you may feel intimidated or unqualified to move to the next level, be assured that heaven is reaching its hand through the window, guiding and protecting you as you soar upward. If you need help trusting the validity of a new opportunity, pray for spiritual guidance. You will soon believe in the trustworthiness of this gift, and you will know that you deserve heaven's help. And your affirmation is, I notice and embrace the new opportunities that are now in my life. There you go. So have faith and send a prayer out whenever you have the next question that pops into your head. The angels will be right there helping you, guide you to the next step. Isn't that serendipitous? I don't even know if Iman is here, but Iman, do you think you could send me an email? I have a sciatica, and sitting too long it starts to hurt. So I would appreciate it if you just email me at artladyjas@gmail.com. Iman, I'm gonna do an email because my leg hurts now. And when you came, you didn't ask if you could get on the list at Gmail. And I am done It's past my 2 hours. It's 2 hours and 36 minutes now, and I'm turning into a pumpkin. So just email me at artladyjs@gmail.com and tell me your question, and or I'll write it down, and then I will give you the answer. And it'll be nice and fresh, like a really good reading instead of a tired, low energy reading. All right. No, no, it's not your fault. I know I like spent a long time on the first reading. I forgot who. Oh, Laura's reading. But that's what I give everybody big chunky readings, and that's my fault. Just the way I do. It's just what I do. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. I wanted to do as many as I could live because I still have to do 2 Platinum Pixie readings before the end of the month, before I go on vacation. So, but thank you all. I appreciate you so much. Your support, the fact, just the desire of you guys wanting to get a reading from me warms my heart. Uh, I, I don't know. I have to get my, sorry, I have to get my iPad. Let me go do that real quick. I can't type on my phone. It won't let me. Okay, yeah. Enchanted Embrace message. Message. Oh, okay. You did? Yeah, I'll type it again. Message. Oh, okay. You did? Yeah, I'll type it again. Message. Oh, okay. You did? Yeah, I'll type it again. Be quiet. Yep, I got it. And any details that you want to share, that's great. The more detail, well, I mean, you don't have to go like crazy details, but like little details can be helpful in the reading if you wanted to do that. But if you don't, that's okay too. Well, thank you all again so much. It was a very productive night. You've been super generous, and I really thank you. I love you. You too. Have a wonderful night. Giggles. Okay, thank you, Iman. Good night. Sweet dreams, everybody. Until the next we meet, Faith, Trust, and Pixie Does.